Yes. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly.
Tory Lanez father, y'all.
You want to know exactly how I'm feeling? Yes, sir. I just stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen. Yes. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes. Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. Amen. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Tarr and Alex Bott.
They met on Saturday before. They
met with our witness. And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutor's investigator, who acted so dumb, an intelligent woman who did not want... Listen, I've seen so much evidence buried in this, and I know exactly what the public out here will say. Don't talk. You will say, I say this because I'm a father. See, I am a father of thousands around the world. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do. You all have been bartering and trading the souls of young black and brown men in this country. And I'm calling on all the umbrellas. I'm calling on everybody in this country to begin to rise up because your sons have been done dirty.
Right.
It's not over. God does not lose.
Never.
And even though we have come to this juncture, trust me, you will see that our God does not fail.
This is not the
I know that this is wickedness.
Right.
This district attorney, Miss Kathy Tarr, is the same one that witnessed or knew that 5 sheriff's deputies in LA County beat up a Spanish man with the last name Carrillo until the guy was beaten to and passed out. ABC News interviewed that man after Eyewitness News, and he said, I thought I would never be here to see my child born, and I would never been able to be around to see my other child rise up. But I'm telling you, this court system is not for justice. It's about wins and losses, and they do dirty to do whatever they can. Jay-Z, let me speak to you.
He has kids.
Rock Nation.
Yes.
Because my son refused to sign a Rock Nation deal with you.
Yes.
And Desiree Perez, you wicked witch, you snitch.
Yes.
You turned on your co-conspirators, or the whole mafia, one of you, that was peddling drugs in this country, and you rolled on them before so the Fed could give you a deal.
Now you think
All of you, trust me, I have intercessors, prayer warriors around the world, and they will not stop until you are cut off.
Yes.
No, we don't shoot you with guns, but we know exactly how to bring you down in the spirit.
They all have children.
No,
They
say,
all have children.
it's all done.
That's right.
Let's go.
Open way.
Hold on for 1 sec. I remember yesterday I was coming back from somewhere, and they announced on the radio what the verdict was. And my first thought, because I wasn't really paying attention to the radio at the time, I was kind of casually listening, but not really listening. And I'm thinking they were speaking in what if terms, because this trial, for whatever reason, I don't know because I was thinking of it in regards to the Johnny Depp situation. That trial went on seemingly forever. I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking, this Tory case is going to go on forever. There's going to be a lot of witnesses called up. There's going to be a lot of video footage from the street of what happened. Because nowadays there's cameras everywhere. So cameras around the neighborhood are going to be subpoenaed to be looked at. And so I'm thinking it's going to go on for a long time. So I'm thinking yesterday it was, the DJ on the radio was speaking in what if terms. That's how I was viewing it. Then as she went on and on, I noticed that it wasn't a what if situation. A verdict had came back of guilty. And I'm thinking to myself, so basically they ignored the fact that while Megan was under oath, she admitted that she lied to the police. Doctors' comments of looking at her injury was not consistent of a bullet wound. The forensics showed that there was no gun residue on Tory at all. So how in the fuck do you shoot somebody, anybody, and you have absolutely no gun residue on you at all? Then you have witnesses who mysteriously disappear for long periods of time and then mysteriously pops up again like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Oh, here I am, right in time for the trial to say my piece. Right in time. Well, just pop up and oh, you're here now? Well, let's interview you. Let's put you on the stand, sir. It all looks and sounds very suspicious to me. And I'm not the only one. And you know who's out there all gleeful and enjoying this and celebrating? The sisterhood of black women who fall under the trope of believe all women never lie. And we all know that to be some bullshit because this broad got up on Gayle King and told a blatant lie. But none of that, no, that doesn't matter. She gets on the stand under oath and completely flips and changes her story. Leading up to the trial, her story had changed numerous times. But when you're under oath, you have to be straightforward and tell exactly what happened because you can perjure yourself, and that comes with jail time. And we know a lot of these black women, accountability is not something they want to deal with anyway. But even then, when she admitted to lying, well, I come from a culture where we're taught to lie and to the police and never cooperate with the police. And then when all this transpired, she would say, well, I was trying to protect Tory, this and that. And everybody suspected and kind of knew that Tory probably was fucking both of them. And Meg probably got up in her feelings and this and that. And Kelsey, who they claim she's the ex-friend now. So she did a lot of pleading the fifth. I wonder who got in her ear talking to her. What did they say to the bodyguard? Who was there? He was actually there. He saw exactly what happened. and he mysterious. Nobody can talk to him for weeks at a time, months at a time. Where were you, sir? Who was in your ear? Let's check your bank statements and trace where that money came from. These mysterious deposits you may have received over the months, allegedly. We don't know, but we can guess. How much did your bank account fluctuate in the vertical fashion within these few months? Your bank account had hops, like Vince Carter and Jordan combined, jumped up pretty goddamn high. Who's putting these deposits in here, sir, and why? Allegedly. My opinion. Well, why were you so hard to find, sir? Why couldn't nobody find you for months at a time, and then you just mysteriously pop up for this trial? And when you think about it, you know, a jury being tried by your peers, a jury of your peers is what's supposedly supposed to happen. But yet, mysteriously, 7 women and 4 men were on the jury. So, oh yeah, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair and balanced, right? Cause see, if there was 6 men and 5 women, the sisterhood would be crying out, speaking in victimnomics. Why is there more men than women? So they feel, oh well, we have to have more women on this jury. And you know, while Megan's on the stand crying her fake crocodile tears, her invisible tears, that you need a microscope to find, you need a compass to locate because they don't exist on her face. So where are they? You can see her face scrunching up, but where are those tears? If you are generally crying and you are generally emotionally distraught, you wouldn't need to pretend. Your body would naturally secrete tears out of your face. And see, I wanted to say something yesterday. I wanted to do a video yesterday. But I'm going to be honest with you. I was fucking heated yesterday. Because this trial is a microcosm of society as a whole when it comes to black men. And who the mortal enemy of black men really is. It is being revealed right now. They will lie to no end. They will destroy your life. They don't care if you wind up in jail or you end up dead. They do not give a fuck about you. They will hang you out to dry like some old ass clothing. They will hang dry you. Like the Amish when they hang their clothes. You would be out there on a string just hanging. And they would not care about you. They would discard you like an old garment. And yet they have the audacity to talk that bullshit. Protect all women. Protect all women. Women never lie. Says who? Who says y'all never lie? Because last time I checked, it seems like every time y'all open y'all fucking mouth, a lie comes out of it. This broad been lying since the motherfucking incident happened. Couldn't even tell the truth about fucking a nigga. It took putting the bitch on the stand for her to even come clean about that. And how much you want to bet that those broads on the jury and shit got her motherfucking music and they motherfucking favorites list on whatever streaming platform they listen to? Probably got every song, every album on that shit, and you put them on the jury. Think we don't know what the fuck is going on. They using this broad as the symbol of stringing niggas up, basically. The modern Jim Crow hoe. See, this is why I didn't want to do a video yesterday, because I was a lot more heated yesterday than I am now. And it's not going to go away, because this is not something new. This is a progressive railroading that's been in effect for a long time, spearheaded by black women. You want to know who your enemy is? Any black woman that you deal with, ask them what they think about the Tory Lanez verdict. That's how you know what kind of broad you dealing with. Cut your losses right in the beginning and stop fucking with her, because obviously she has a lot of mental relation to Megan Thee Stallion. That means at some point in time in the future, she will railroad your ass too and have you locked up. Is that something you want to risk? You want to risk your freedom? This man is looking at 22 years because he chose to go out with this bitch. I understand perfectly why Tory's father feels the way he feels, thinks the way he thinks, and said exactly what he said. And he's right. Because too many times, too many black men have been strung up and left out to dry because of a lie that a bitch like this told. But see, somewhere down the line, when you lie like this and you destroy lives like this, because let's just face it, we're not just talking about the effects this is going to have on Tory himself, but the effects it's going to have on his father. You saw how hurt and heated he was. But doesn't Tory have children? Three generations instantly destroyed because of a lie that a bitch told. So it's okay to believe the science that is displayed when we're talking about the blue flu. it's okay then. Believe the science, they said. That's what we've been hearing the last 2 years. Believe the science. Science never lies. But in the case of science in this situation, in this case, science doesn't matter. DNA evidence doesn't matter. The gun residue doesn't matter. It just matters in the court of public opinion and what the mainstream media agenda is at the time. Who are they pushing? Who they benefit from? Who are they backing? That's the only thing that matters, because right now science doesn't matter. It used to matter a couple years ago, but it doesn't matter now. Not when it comes to decapitating a black man, no. And the only way he would have been saved is if he was a part of that community. The Skittles one. Then he would have been saved. This wouldn't even have went to trial. So when I hear any of you bras get flippant at the lip talking about passport bros and why they doing what they doing, why they getting away from here, why they choose to leave the sisterhood alone, Exhibit A, this verdict in this case right here. And they want to laugh, giggle, and snicker when Kanye or whoever else decides, these men, athletes, or whoever else is financially comfortable in doing what they want to do, why they tend to date women outside of the sisterhood, why they appear, no, not appear, why they are more happy and they feel at peace doing that. This situation right here that you can avoid. And a lot of you want to point fingers at Kim Kardashian and Kanye's dynamic. Oh, well, look at this. She filed for child support. There's a lot more to that than meets the eye. Do your research. But a lot of you, you won't do that. You don't want to do that. You want to believe what's already in your head, that narrative that was placed there by your single mama. Because when you speak, that's what your voice sound like. All of a sudden, the treble in your voice goes up and the bass goes down on the EQ. To all you simps out there, you simp enforcers, it'd be nice to one day see you guys turn the bass up on the EQ and turn the treble all the way down. Walk to the kitchen. Look on top of the refrigerator. Pick that mason jar up. Open the container. Go in that container. Pull your balls out and put them back on. Because obviously you've been missing them for far too long. As I would always say, pull the drawstring on your tampon, nigga. You're bleeding too much. As y'all stare into the ether on your screen, this was just my thoughts yesterday was just, I was flabbergasted. But this situation, this verdict, this is just a sad telltale tale of the world we live in today. This man never had a fucking chance. Because they need Megan to be the useful idiot she is, to push the agenda. of brain dead nomics. Twerk, twerk, twerk. Fuck everybody you can. Why I can't do it? The gingerbread man said I can. Maybe I'll fuck him too. This is the world we live in. This is how these broads are moving these days. Shout out to Passport Bros once again. Do what you gotta do to get the fuck away from here, because the Matrix is dead. It's in rapid death mode. It is on life support. Seems like somebody has snatched the cord out already. Snatched the cord out the wall. So I guess I should say it used to be on life support. But it's nothing for these broads to lie on brothers nowadays. Black men, you have any common sense or dignity left in you, you will understand exactly what I'm saying. Am I saying every black woman? Of course not. But there's a very, very high number and high percentage of them that ain't shit. And they are like a disease in a black community. They're spreading like cancer. To the good black women out there, stand up. Stand up for yourself. Stand on your square. You are the last of a dying breed. Speak out. Because when you don't speak out against bras like this, moving the way she's moving, lying the way she's lying, that's called tacit consent. You condone the shit. That puts you in the same boat with them. The media was already playing their little narrative politic games leading all the way up to this. You just look at the headlines. I displayed a few of them in my couple videos. You go into the descriptions column. There's a few more that's linked in those videos. The media blatantly painting the narrative against Tory Lanez. It was obvious and blatant what the agenda was. That's why I can understand perfectly well why Tory's father is as heated as he is, and rightfully so, because this has happened far too long, especially in the black community. How many black men have to be locked up or even murdered by the police because of a lie that a broad told? And when she finally comes to her senses, down the line, years down the line, when the guy's already locked up or dead, she finally admits that she lied. By then, who the fuck cares? It's too late. You've already destroyed that man. in the Shanquilla Robinson case, it's not why are those girls beating on that girl. It's why the guys watching not intervening. See how that works? It's never them. It's never their fault. If there were no guys in a room, if those guys were downstairs eating breakfast or whatever, the excuses would be those guys should have been up there in the room stopping it. It's never their fault. Anyway, I feel myself getting triggered and heated. I just wanted to get on here for a minute, get this off my chest a little bit. I'm gonna watch me some fucking football so I can calm down. Y'all have a good one.